Now, you stopped attending school in middle school to go on tour. Just talk a little bit about what that experience was like for some people that might not know what going on tour is, and for just a young ass kid stopping middle school to go on tour. What was that even like?
I mean, I ain't actually know that's what was happening. You know what I mean? It just was going like, I was dancing, so you know, the Fresh Fest was the first time they ever had a Fresh Fest anywhere. It was in Atlanta, and they had Run-DMC and all of them. This is the first shows in Atlanta. Shout out to Ricky Walker. He was the person who actually created the Fresh Fest.
Fresh Fest is Run-DMC, obviously.
Run-DMC,
Houdini,
Fat Boys, Houdini, Curtis Blow, Grandmaster Flash. This was the first rap tour, period.
This is the golden.
It's incredible.
There's never been an era better than this, according to me. But I mean, just my opinion. I always feel like, you know, when people start these debates, I'll be like, yo, that is it. Those are the pioneers. But go ahead. You was a dancer and you made it on tour.
Yeah, so they also had the Dynamic Breakers, the New York City Breakers. They had all these breaking crews on there as well. So it was like dancing and rapping. But they needed an opener. This was at a time when you know they need an opener. You don't get no money. You just go out there and waste time, burn the time off. Right?
It was still like that in '93. Go ahead. That shit ain't
so
changed.
I'm like, cool. I ain't tripping. I'm 12 years old, so I don't care. I'm going on stage. This is the first time I ever seen this many people in the arena. They gave me an opportunity to go out there and do like. Probably had like 3 minutes, just me dancing. That's a long time, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Dancing, you ain't got no routine. You just like.
I can't believe they had cameras back there. Like they got you dancing to some of them shits, like on camera. You know how vital that shit is right now?
VCR tape. Man. What is it?
I seen you dancing.
Yeah.
I seen you personally, but hip hop. How would you get hip hop in Atlanta? Because here in New York,
it was only pirate
It was
radio,
only not even. It was Red Alert. Once a week, and Mr. Magic, and then Awesome 2 overnight. How do you get the new shit? How do you get the new music, the new hip hop that was coming down? How did it get to the ATL?
Well, it wasn't there when I started.
Wasn't there?
This was pre all that. You know what I mean?
So how you dancing? Like how you know?
I mean,
breaking was everywhere.
Yeah, breaking was everywhere. You watching breaking, you watching,
B Street
in these movies. But I was doing talent shows. You know what I mean? So I started doing talent shows. I was doing Michael Jackson in talent shows. So Michael Jackson routine be like 2 minutes. You could do a 2-minute Michael Jackson routine. I started doing Michael Jackson, and then I started paying attention to hip hop, and I seen like, oh, I could add this, I could add this. I just started learning things. But I still wasn't like great. I just was good because I was 12. Right, little kids, they get away with it.
You get a little more of a pass.
Yeah, pass, right? Go ahead. You're like a clown at the circus. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead, do what you gotta do. So, I was winning talent shows, and that's what happened. So I started winning all these little talent shows around around Atlanta, or I come in second place or whatever it is. And so they was like, yo, let him go out there and do what he got to do. So I went up on the stage, and I did my perfect little time. I got off. I wasn't tripping. You know what I mean? Made them hit their time, and they was like, you know what? We need to keep somebody to do this. And I'm like, you know what I mean? And I wasn't even paying attention to everything that came with it because I didn't know nothing about me getting out of school and all this. I tried to do the right way, but this was so early in like life. Atlanta had never had an artist that would go on tour at 12 years old. So we didn't even have a school system thing that was set up where they could take my grades and while I was on the road and count them as credits. I mean, I did all the work, and I had a tutor, and we tried to do it. But when I came back, they was like, we can't accept this. You got to do it. You got to do that grade again. I'm like, oh, nah, no.
Oh, great.
And after that, I had already been to 50 cities at 12. So I was like, oh, no, I'm done. I got to figure this out. I got to figure it out. So then the second year, I was on the Fresh Fest for 3 years, 84, 85, and 86. And in 86 is when I started rapping. I added a rapping to it. And by then, it was a guy in Atlanta named Shadi, who was actually from the Bronx, he came to Atlanta. He started bringing...
He get mad every time they mention the Bronx on this show. He might be a slight.
Oh yeah, you
Might be a slight
Nah,
hater.
just everything's from the Bronx.
What the fuck you want me to
Martha
do?
Stewart's from the Bronx, if you ask it.
What you want me to do? Yeah, Shadi was from the Bronx.
Yes, yeah. So he, so Shadi came. He started, he introduced me to what the Zulu Nation was. All of this, hip hop, right?
Hip-hop shit.
But I couldn't rap. I still couldn't do. But he taught me how to like write my rap. So he wrote my first rap when I was on the Fresh Fest, and I started doing the rap and performing the rap. And then that's when the rest of the guys, Houdini and all of them, they start seeing that I was more into that than dancing. So then Jam Master Jay taught me how to DJ, like really hands on.
You heard that?
Yeah. And then
Jam
then Grandmaster D started showing me tricks. And I just started learning from the best. Like,
Jam Master Jay, man, he taught me a lot, and when I was coming up, man, I had a little flojo. I ain't never want to leave the Bronx. And he kept talking to me. Yo, you ever been to Detroit? You ever been to Chicago? You ever been? Like, he was trying to tell you need to get out there, Joe, so you only want to be in the Bronx. And so rest in peace, Jam Master Jay.
yeah.
So I want to get back to this one thing. When hip hop came to Atlanta, how did it get to Atlanta?
Greyhound.
The migration of a lot
Primo's
of
from Texas, and Primo said his cousins used to drive over there with tapes of Mr. Magic and Red Alert.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to establish.
Basically it was like the migration of a lot of New Yorkers start coming to Atlanta. Like I said, Shadi is from New York. So it seemed like more and more New Yorkers start coming to Atlanta. And then you start seeing like little parties and these pop up that was like, oh, this is hip hop. But then it was also like the artist was coming, right? The artists were coming, more and more artists was coming to Atlanta. Then they had a dance show in Atlanta that was only our local dance show, right? And it just, how it was coming in and out. We still only had a radio station, which was V103. They only played rap.
There, Jack the Rap. That's the first time I ever been in any shit like that.
That's
it was
Jack
Atlanta.
Yeah. So we have, the station, they only play hip hop on Friday night for an hour.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
So on that Friday night in that hour, I was right there like
kids don't understand. They got the shit on their phone like water.
You used to have to stay up. You used to have to be on point to catch rap.
I never forget. Khaled dropped Wow 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 on a Thursday. Friday, I was like in Paris somewhere at a show, and they threw that shit on, and the whole crowd was like, wow, wow, wow. I was like, it makes you think about when you only heard hip hop on Friday and Saturday. And I'm like, shit, this shit across the world in one day. But at that time, we had to look for it.
Yeah.
Right?
The tissue and the tape over the cassette. Taping over shit, it's the mix, right?
Me, I grew up in the Bronx. And so, my guys, man, we had like a public phone in front of the building, and they used to break the public phone and use the electricity to put the boombox. So the bigger guys, shout out to AJ, GP, Craig, rest in peace, my brother, they used to put the boombox on, and then they played the Awesome 2. That was at 4 a.m, shit like that. So I would be a kid out the window listening to the shit overnight. Like they would play whole other kind of music, underground music that they wouldn't play with Red Alert.
So they was like Bob Beat Don't Stretch before Bob Beat Don't
Yes,
Stretch.
they were. Yes, they were. And
so see, so in '86, I met Chad Elliott. And Chad Elliott was part of Charles Stetler crew.
Shout out
and
to
when
Chad.
when the Fat Boys won that contest in Crush Groove, Chad came in second place.
Yep.
Yeah, he came in second place, right? So they put Charles Stetler was like, we need to put this kid on the tour if y'all got Jermaine on the tour, right? So then they worked out for Chad to get on the tour as well. So then me and Chad met, and we hit it off, and then we started hanging out, and then I moved to Brooklyn with him and stayed at his house on Eastern Parkway. And that's when I started like becoming a sponge.
Yeah, you caught the pure
sponge.
I was a kid. I never forget. I was a kid, and my aunt, my godmother, she lived in Brooklyn on the East New York in Summit. She had a little house, but I remember the kids. I used to spend all summers in Brooklyn, and the kids was like, "Yo, come!" And we went to the projects, and they had a jam, and they played this record. And I guess I grew up I just didn't know, right? But they played this record where I actually walked up to the DJ and it was SOS band. It was Baby, We Can Do It, Take Your Time, do it. And I was just like,
That's good, right?
that shit must have hit every endorphin in the, like, I was like a kid, but I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, this shit is crazy. I felt like it was only a Brooklyn thing, right? But you in Brooklyn, you caught everything. So you was here, you caught
and I learned like what was the difference between where I in Atlanta and New York immediately. Because they was bricking me with everything I had on. You know what I mean? They was telling me I was looking like a country bum. Niggas in East New York was saying whatever.
Oh no, they don't care.
And I was going to
Bronx
Canap
same way. They don't give a fuck. They talk about your mom's walking in the building, everything.
Nah, that's crazy. I got chased by Decepticons and all that.
Word.
So you was outside.
You was fast too, because you had to get away from them things. Ever sign up for a phone plan thinking, wow, great price. And then a few months later, it's like, surprise, your bill is higher. With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. No price hikes, no contract, forever.
Plus, Boost Mobile is now a legit nationwide 5 gigabytes network. They've invested billions building 5G towers across the country. Visit boostmobile.com or head to your local Boost store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever.
5G speeds not available in all areas after 30 gigabytes. Customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan. But the Knicks went crazy. We had one of them Boston days. We couldn't miss.
That day, I was just like in my couch looking at nothing. Just waiting
Just
to
looking
go
at
to the
nothing.
game, looking at nothing. My outfit was laid out. The Timbs was there.
Oh, you was waiting.
jeans.
You was already like a kid with the first
day of school,
Yeah.
like this. Couldn't wait to go to the game. Like I was so hyped. I took my sister Remy with me. Know what I'm saying? The vibe, the energy felt like New Year's Eve. And off rip, it just felt too good to be true. And they handled their business. By halftime, we already knew we was gonna win the game. But us being Knicks fans, you know how hard it is.
You gotta wait till them clocks
You gotta
say
wait till
zero.
that last second because we up 40 and I'm still scared to death. Something could go on. Somebody could hit 100 threes in a row.
We mysteriously found a way to be only up by 3 with 10 minutes.
Bro, the key to the thing was they stood on that Derek White. They stood on him like white on rice the whole game. They did not let that boy
And
shoot them
Jaylen Brown
threes.
fouled out. It was crazy.
Well, they always hurt themselves or foul out when they losing by like 40, deciding game. Like Donovan Mitchell gets hurt. Everybody always gets hurt when it's like lights out. It's over.
It's a long season. It's a long season.
It's a long season. But the vibe, man, 1 million people on 7th Avenue. When I'm telling you, that exit, like, I think the Knicks got to make like a trick entrance now. I don't think we could just keep coming out that same thing.
You made me not go to Game 6.
You serious?
Yeah, because I couldn't get floor seats, so I couldn't go.
My
The
man
Knicks
hit me. He
invited
was
me,
in
all
second
of
row.
that.
He said, I feel like a sucker now. I'm in second row. I said, no, don't mind me. Those are great seats, man. I'm just talking my shit.
Out this
You ain't want to
poison.
go second.
I already felt like that, so we ain't going to put
So you
those.
kind of felt like, yo, I don't want to be second row.
They spoiled me with floor seats, so I can only go
You remember
on
the
the floor.
time I was in the All-Star game and they had you in like the second row and I was like, I fought them and said,
I don't remember it. What are you talking
I'm telling
about?
you the truth. I think it was Indiana or
Cleveland?
something.
No,
Somewhere
Cleveland. I was right
They
next
had
to
you
you.
like, yeah, but you know who fought for you. Like at first they had you like
You got me
in
next
the
to
wrong.
you?
Hell yeah.
I appreciate
I
it.
went to him. I was like, yo, Jadakiss can't pee over there. Like, what kind of violation is this? They got, what's my girl, the girl that sing from London? She sing incredible too. Adele, they got her courtside and all that. I started arguing like, yo, we can't have that, B. We got to have the man courtside. We ain't doing that shit.
This
Yo,
guy's
listen.
crazy.
Yo,
Check it out.
When you want to be successful or not?
Success is shooting at.
You want success is shooting at you. What do you want us to do? We Knicks fans now. Everybody want us to fall. Everybody, 1 million people. Are we celebrating prematurely? Yes, 1,000,000%. You know, I partied with Coach Leon Rose.
Yeah. Hold on. They say he was conversating with Tibbs. What was going on?
Leon Rose looked like he want to cry. He grabbed me by the shoulder, said,
Tears of joy?
8 more games. Tears of joy. He was like, 8 more games. I want to give him a hug like, yo, my man, like, thank you for what you're doing, but it's 8 more games. That's all he told me. That's all Coach kept telling me. Everybody was like, yo, we need 8 more wins.
Eastern Conference Finals. What do we have to do to zip Indiana up, man? Pack them up.
Now, let me not go bad, right? Because I believe it's going 7 games. I believe we winning. Last year, we had them on the ropes. We could have beat them, but everybody in the team was hurt. Mitchell Robinson, OG, had the hamstring. Jalen Brunson broke his hand playing Indiana.
Game 6, 7.
That's not how we coming now.
We took them 7, though, with a depleted team.
No, but now we're going to take them, though. They got a mean team. Don't get it wrong. The Turner, you got Turner, you got Halliburton, but you got Siakam. No, they play. Obi, the little white boy is sneaky as hell. He get up in there with them shots.
Yeah.
No, they dead nice. But
they coach is nice. Carlisle's good coach.
Yeah, Carlisle's all right. He ain't better than Tibbs, man. Don't get fooled by the Carlisle and all them, man. Everybody got to go. You know who I don't like? The Boston coach. You know, when he went to the
he's
Boston
the youngest coach in the thing. You don't like him? He's young.
Nerd, weirdo.
Hispanic, right?
I don't
black
care
or
what
Hispanic.
He just look,
he's just young. How you don't like him? What did he do? Did he do something? Ooh, he looks too smart.
I don't like
How could you be too, yo?
He looked too smart, man. He up there with the Harvard and all that.
On. How you look
this guy, he ain't Sam Cassell, I salute. Because like Sam, I
definitely. We need Sam to get a head coaching job. You know what I mean?
Sam Cassell will be the man. First time in history of basketball. Because I always say the young boys can never make it to the chip or win the chip because they got to lose a couple of times.
Hold on, don't go into it yet. The Western Conference, Game 7, OKC put a clinic on the Joker and them boys. What you think? You think they got enough to be a championship team, OKC?
1,000,000%. OKC got a chance to be, they got the biggest chance. To be honest, with all that Knicks shit you wearing and all the Knicks, they are the team to beat. Now, Ant-Man got something to say, man. Ant-Man and Julius Randle have something to say. That is going to be it. Now.
So it's safe to say you taking Minnesota.
Not over my Knicks. I'm never taking nobody over my Knicks.
The Western Conference Finals. I'm
going to take Minnesota because I love Julius Randle, Divincenzo, and I think that's the Cinderella series, the Knicks against Minnesota. But SGA and OKC ain't nothing to fuck with, bro. And they are dead serious, and they're very mature. You know when you meet a kid and you like, yo, you mature for your age?
Yeah, he's too smart.
Guys,
like the guy
he's smart.
Yeah.
SGA is cool under any type of pressure. This kid looked too cool under any type of pressure. He remind me of my guys from the Kansas City Chiefs. He reminds me of my guys from the Kansas City Chiefs. They cool under any kind of pressure. Any kind of pressure. SGA, that's the series, right?
They wasn't cool under the pressure from the Eagles this past Super Bowl.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to tell you is when you face Tom Brady.
It was all that cool shit I did.
Listen, man. When you face Tom Brady, you look him in the eye, you barely lose, then you come back and you win 2-3 championships in a row. The thing about these quarterbacks, the most legendary quarterbacks of all time, is they calm under pressure. Like, you don't never see them stressed out, right? It'd be like 1 minute left, they sitting on the side, whether it's snowing, whatever, and they get up in there and they the best of the best. They get up in there and they go, that's what SGA feels like. Ant-Man, I seen him under, like out of control. Don't tell me about Randall. He could get out of control in 1 second. These guys are Looney Tunes. SGA.
It's safe to say for me, I don't want to play OKC.
Oh, why you don't want to play OKC?
You just all of that shit you just said.
I want to hear your perspective of it shit.
For one, they was 15 games ahead of every team in the NBA for the regular season. For two, when they win, they winning by 50 and 30 and 47 and all that in the playoffs. They got all of the right pieces to beat the shit out of us. I would rather play Minnesota. If we can get past Indiana, I'd rather it be the Knicks.
I ain't gonna lie.
In Minnesota
and Hardestan, he bothers me.
The whole OKC bothers.
The whole OKC,
they obliterated us all year.
Yeah, but not now. The Boston beat us 4 times in a row and we tore them up, B. Let me tell you, the Knicks has got a different type of vibe.
That ain't this.
This ain't, and it's cracking kiss. God damn, man. You ain't got to use our shit against us, man.
Tell you.
Yo, why you gonna use the slogan against us?
It ain't that, man. OKC is different, Crack.
Let me tell you something. Complex pulls out of 50 MCs in New York City, but Jadakiss ain't on the top 5, dead or alive. They got LL there. How do you feel when you see this list and you ain't on the top 5, Jada?
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, Crack. It don't bother me at all. They know what I do.
Ooh.
They know what I do. Complex know, the list know. You know what I mean? Let's cut this shit already. But it doesn't bother me because they know.
This is the hood.
You know
this when I throw the hood on.
They know. This is not Chinese arithmetic or, nothing crazy. They know what I do. And that's it. You know what I mean? You touch the oven, you know the oven is hot.
Let me tell you something, man. The list, man. These lists, man. Shout out to Complex, man. They always repost our show and shit like that. So I ain't gonna start no smoke with them like that. But some of these lists, we here because we talk our shit and we hip-hop historians. So when you throw people on the list that I never really even heard their music like that, up in the front and all that, that's the type of shit that get to me and bother me. Or you got somebody before the greats that never wrote their own song in their life, shit like that I'm not thinking about. I'm notes so. You understand? That's when the list, I don't know what the list is. Most popular, most who you sold more. What's that? MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice? Like, not Master P. Like, I'm keeping it a buck with you, right? So I don't know where these lists consist of. It's cute. According to my son, he sent it to me. He was like, yo, Dad, man, you made the list. And I'm like, all I know is I just do concerts every week where there's thousands and thousands of people who purchase tickets to see me. And some of these people on this list can't stand on that stage with me hit for hit and go like that. They just can't. So, but I'm saluting everybody on the list. I love everybody on the list. I'm just saying, when we start the list shit, that's when I get a little, topsy-turvy. It's Tupac's birthday.
Happy birthday to the legend. The late, great Tupac Shakur. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday to Ice Cube. You know what I mean? 2 legends. You got any Cube and Pac stories?
Man, I got a legendary Ice Cube story. But I think I'll save it for when he comes because he's going to be a guest on the show and something we never talked about. When it comes to Pac, I've been watching like these protests out there, the No Kings or the ICE protests or whatever the case. And I've been seeing mad white people, like real white people, with posters saying they got money for war but can't feed the poor. Now, I don't know if they know where they got it from.
Nah, they know. Just like Complex know about that fucking list. They know where they got that from.
Yo, Jada, man, when I see No 5, listen, LL Cool J's my idol. And he deserves to be number 5.
He deserves to be number 1. For how long he been there. Shit, he holding it. Man.
I'm saying, let me go to this list.
Nah, let's not.
No. Hold up, Jada.
With this shit,
I was off the list. God bless. Nah, I'm not even gonna go there.
Yeah, don't go
I can't go there.
Don't go there because
I can't go there.
Ooh, you can go there, but
No,
don't go there.
I can't. I can't. Really can't. Melly Mel number 43. That's a violation. It's just weird people. That's when I try to tell you, when people get mad at me, they say, yo, Joe, when we came out the box, the Joe and Jada show, I said, yo, I'm telling you why I'm doing it. Because I feel like people who ain't played the game, people, you know how hard it is to make a hit record once? Do you know how hard it is to continually make hit records or make street anthems or shit like that, or records that last forever?
Timeless.
And who are you?
Yeah.
George Featherston. These guys, I don't know these people. By the way, if you from New York City and you rap or you ever had some type of success, anyway, from the streets, from gangster shit to the music shit, if I don't know you, you're not valid. I'm just being honest with you. If I don't know you, you're not valid. I've been to every jam, every borough, I know everybody, whether I know them or I don't know them. I told you the story the other day when Chris Lighty came up to me and he said, you know who I am? I said, yeah, I know who you are, you Chris Lighty. Because he was valid. Right?
Yes,
so when these people start, when you do documentaries and they be like, the hip-hop historian, but who are you? What do? What role did you play? Did you, or are you a hip-hop?
What did you bring to the
historian fan? Like, because they got to start saying, yo, I'm the biggest fan of hip-hop, and this is my subjective point of view. Because if you ain't played the game, if you ain't on them lists, if you ain't got a guy like Jadakiss really talking about, yo, listen, guys, don't make me sharpen up the sword because I'm top 5. If you ain't like my business partner over here, if you can't make comments like that, you should not be commenting so loudly. That's all I'm saying. And everybody gonna get mad at me because everybody got a YouTube show. Everybody think they're a blogger. I see dudes 75 years old missing teeth talking hot shit on the. This is crazy. Like, you cannot hold a smack talking crazy on these YouTube channels. But I guess I get it. Freedom, what is it? First Amendment. We all fighting for freedom of speech right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give you the.
This guy's crazy.
Yo, Jay, I'm just saying. I see guys up there talking and they can't take a smack, is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, maybe you bust your gun 30 years ago, 40 years ago, something. That is not apparent now.
That gun don't even work no more.
No more. That shit is that shit got blockage on it. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at these guys, I just be like, not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's just not enough.
I can't take it.
I'm just talking my shit.
Too early, crack.
Happy birthday, Tupac Shakur, for everything he accomplished and everything he tried to accomplish. You know, Tupac Shakur come from Black Panthers. His mother was heavily involved, his aunts and all that. And he wanted us to be empowered as people. You know, I see Tupac old videos that's so relevant to today.
He has some of the best videos.
When he's talking about, let everybody eat. Like, you over here with billions of dollars and we celebrating you because you got, and I'm happy for capitalism. I want everybody to make the most money in the world. But he has a very big point when he says, what about the homeless? What about the people starving? You know, there's enough money to feed these people. You know, we got veterans that went to war and they homeless and they fucked up. That's some other shit. I told myself, stay off politics. Ice Cube. I mean, you ask somebody from LA, the only thing that's wrong, I think we might have to, man, I don't know what the budget is. I don't think we can fly people in every week, but we need to have like a West Coast perspective on this show because we New Yorkers, and yeah, we know hip hop, and yeah, we've been in the game, but the West Coast got something to say. They got a lot of people who done held it down. Because if you ask Game, he says Ice Cube is his favorite rapper. If you ask any of them rappers in LA.
Top tier. You kidding me? Ice Cube is one of them ones. You know that.
I know that.
Cube is responsible for some incredible shit. You kidding? You know that.
I don't know if I said it on this show, but I remember the time that Cube came to New York to record. And he performed at the Apollo.
I was young.
He had the bat in his hand.
That was like history.
No. He tore the paint off the motherfucker. He tore the paint off the fucking Apollo. This is Ice Cube in his prime. People standing on seats. That was part of the shit I had.
That's when he first cut his hair too, right? He came with the bald head or the Caesar or something.
Let me tell you something. Ice Cube at the Apollo, I've seen some legendary shows, but it might be the most legendary one. He tore the paint on the fuck. Matter of fact, we over here at the office. I went in the bathroom right now. At what point is disrespect for a nigga to tear the paint off the fucking bathroom? Like what kind of shits?
Yeah.
No, I'm being honest with you. When do you know you fucking flagrant?
What happened
when
in
you
the bathroom?
violated?
What happened?
Nah, this shit out of control.
Yeah.
This shit out of control.
How did he segue to the bathroom?
Nah, because I remember
show at the Apollo to the bathroom. It's crazy.
There's other people in here. Be polite. I went to use the bathroom.
Yo, what? I can't take.
Yo,
be polite.
Yo, light a candle.
Be polite.
They tearing this shit off the frame. I thought it was Rich playing. That's why I tried to
why you
say nothing like that.
You're Rich. Why you gonna
Rich
do that?
Rich said it wasn't him.
Somebody obliterated the bathroom.
Oh my fucking!
Did anybody step up?
Yo, shit!
Listen.
When you start breathing through the mouth, I gotta take a piss bad. I'm of a certain age where if I gotta take a piss, I gotta take a piss. I'm breathing through my mouth. That shit is flagrant.
Yeah.
There's one of these people here too.
We all family.
One of y'all motherfuckers been eating enchiladas or something.
Production.
No, this ain't family.
Production.
Not the shit they did in that.
Listen.
We
gonna make some money. I don't know if it was that Jimmy John's, because we eat a lot of Jimmy John's, the cast, the set. We eat Jimmy John's. Nobody's stepping up. Nobody's stepping up.
Nah, it ain't the Jimmy John's.
Who obliterated the bathroom.
Yo, biggest disrespect in the planet Earth.
It can't be Jimmy John's, though. We had that on set since we started.
I can't, but I'm going to be honest.
And this never happened.
No, I'm going to be honest with you. That shit there, yo, I'm from the South Bronx. Nah, yo, Kiss.
Can we get
I'm from the South Bronx. That shit there, you know what it remind me of? Like,
third world
you
country.
ever go, no. Let's not go there. You ever went to a bathroom, like you could, any bathroom, I'm gonna say the airport because that's where I bump into it, right? I'm waiting for the bathroom.
The worst bathroom in the history of bathrooms is old D Block Studio.
That was the worst?
I'll give you 50,000 if
Nah, they didn't.
Nah,
they battled.
It was worse.
Nah, yo, they battled. Somebody
they battled?
Somebody violated the building, and I'm willing to say it's somebody from another floor. Right? What floor we on? The 8th floor? Somebody snuck up from the 3rd floor, violated this shit.
And got out.
Legend. They knew they had that Father's Day crunch.
Yo,
and they came
Father's
up
Day crunch. Oh, shit. Father's Day crunch.
Let me explain something to you.
What's
you
that?
at the airport. Let's go to airport, right? I'm at the airport. I have to take a shit. I'm not shitting on the plane. Right? We're going to get off this subject quick, but...
Yo.
You ever had to use the bathroom, waited for the bathroom, and then Cowboy Bob Orton walks out, and you just like, yo, I'm not using that shit. I don't care how much I want to use the bathroom. I think it's best you don't see who used the bathroom before you use the bathroom because the wrong person come out the bathroom. I'm walking out. I'm like, nah, hell no. This guy got farmer shit going on in here. I don't need no fertilizer type. You can't clean. It's not enough. I can't clean this shit anyway.
Yo, I can't take this guy.
50 years old. Lauryn Hill turned 50. AI, the original artificial
Andre 3
intelligence.
Stacks.
Yeah, but AI, Allen Iverson turned 50 years old.
The original artificial intelligence. It's crazy.
The original artificial intelligence. Like when I look at Shy
Bubba Chuck.
Bubba, when I look at Shy in there, that's the AI handle. When he got two men coming to him and he's splitting this shit and all that, I'm looking at vintage AI. So Allen Iverson, you got any stories that's legendary with Allen Iverson? For sure you do.
No. I mean, I got a lot of stories, but I don't know. Chuck is an ill. Anybody that know him, he's an ill brother. A recent one, he wanted the Locks hat at one of the last fights at in the Barclays. One of the last Tank or Devin Haney and one of them fights, one of the recent big fights in the Barclays. So he called me like, yo, I need the Locks hat for my outfit. So boom, we get in the Barclays. He's inside there, I'm inside. I'm in the suite. The lady that's running the suite is speaking to she spoke to whoever, where he was at, the lady, and like, yo, I'm gonna have the hats delivered. They'll be at his seat when he gets to his seat. He didn't want that. He said, nah, I need the hat before I go out to the seat. And it took like 40 minutes. He was out. They like, Mr. Iverson, we got the whole thing. We know where your seat is at. We'll meet you. Him, nah, I need the hat. I'm not going out there without the hat. So he's still crazy like that. He wanted the hat before he went out, even though they was going to bring him the hat. Chuck is nuts. Then he called me like every 3-4 months for a re-up of the hat. Yo, send me the hat, yo.
He let it hat.
The Reebok commercial. There's a crazy story with that. Chris Robinson, we shooting it. Shout out to Steve Stout. Shout out to everybody involved in that. We in PA somewhere. Shooting the AI, me and AI commercial. Mm-hmm. Then like on lunch break or something, they like, yo, you got a son. This when my son was little, and AI had a little son. They like, yo, we gonna shoot another one. We got, I don't know, $250,000, whatever it was, 150, 250, 200, something. They making a contract right now, send for my son, and they gonna do a replicant with our sons. One of my mans is with me on set. I ain't gonna say his name, so he don't. But he's doing a weed transaction with somebody else on the set. They get busted. They turned the whole shit like it was kilos, though. The big cameras came out, they flashing the weed, they stopped the whole shit, they called it off. My man ended up getting arrested in the middle of shooting and shit. I had to bail him out. And I fucked up a bag. That was a bag.
Fucked up a nice bag. That's a big
Could
bag.
have been a double bag. It turned out to be one bag.
Me and AI got a
that goes with cutting your entourage.
Oh no, you got to. The thing that it's too much come to mind, but with AI being that we on my brother AI, I think one of my best friends, and we grew up together, me and AI, and I remember. When he had days off, he would drive down to New York and he'd come in the convertible Bentley. Yeah. And then one night we had him, he was playing the Knicks on Saturday and he came to Jimmy's Cafe with us. And me and him got so drunk that night, right? That I had no choice, but I pulled up in my man's house up like Fordham, right? And it was the bummy apartment with
man.
Yo, listen, I mean, clothes all over the shit. It was the trap house without the drugs. It was just bummy house. He was like, yo, y'all can stay up here. Right? Cause we was blasted pissy drunk. We had the convertible with us. We spent the night in this crib in the bummiest shit in the world. And then when I woke up, AI was like gone, right? So he's in a convertible Bentley, iced out, Fordham Road over there by Tracy Towers.
No doubt. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Trenches.
We in the beyond trenches, right? So if you don't know what Tracy Towers is where they throw the TVs off the roof at the cops. It's one way in, one way out. So we outside of there, like where hip hop was invented, court. But anyway, he disappears. That day, I go to the Knick game. It's like around 3:00. So the coach, all of them, they all knew AI was with me the night before. He was pissy drunk. I'm talking about vomiting, all type of shit. So we go to the game. I'm so scared. I said, they're never going to let me hang out with this guy again. The guy plays against the Knicks and drops like 51 on them in the afternoon. AI destroyed them. And so, but I ain't gonna lie to you, the coach never really, that the Philly coach never liked me.
Larry Brown?
It wasn't even Larry Brown. It was Larry Brown, and then it was the owner.
Oh, Pat
It was
Croce.
mad cool. Yeah, Pat Coachy. He's the one who came up to me. He's like, he's thinking me. I don't even get high or nothing like that. He's like, yo, I don't like how you hang out with AI and he's always drunk around you and this. I'm like, yo, you got me fucked up. I don't get like they had me.
I only drink on
blacklisted.
occasions.
Yeah, they had me blacklisted for no reason. But I remember we shot that movie with Adam Sandler recently, and Pat Cole, he was there. It was in Philly, and he told me that too. He was like, yo, Fat Joe, you're a cool dude. I'm happy for you, but you was on my shit list with AI because they felt like something always happened while he was with me. Shout out to AI.
AI's the
Who do you
illest.
want for Coach Tibbs?
I don't know, because those are some big shoes to fill. If we don't make it to the playoffs, or we don't make it, then we're gonna be sad.
We're gonna be the Knicks fans, huh?
But I take somebody that deserves the job. You know what I mean? Mark Jackson always a candidate, but we don't know. It's some political shit that happened.
I don't know what's up with Mark. Does anybody know why they hate on Mark Jackson? He was taking Golden State to the chip anyway. They put Steve Kerr, he took it, but Mark Jackson would have won them chips with Steph Curry and them.
He would have at least won one or two, it seems like.
But why the league always act like he's blacklisted or blackballed?
Something happened that you gotta ask Wes.
What's going on with these guys?
Or East.
What's going on with these guys lately?
We gotta ask
Asking for-
Worldwide West, or we gotta ask Dave East. What happened to Mark Jackson, man?
How would Dave East
I
though?
don't know. You need somebody to balance it out for after you ask Worldwide West.
You gotta ask Dave East?
Yeah, that's only it sounds the best.
In hip hop.
What are you talking about? Donald Trump said
Donald
Stephen
Trump
A. Smith
said-
should run for president. Donald Trump always says crazy shit.
Yo,
I don't think Stephen A. should be the president. Maybe the president of sports at ESPN, but not the president of the world.
But let me explain something to you. Donald Trump, he had a TV show, man. He was
He had a lot of TV shows,
But
a
he
lot
was
of
a
buildings,
landlord.
golf courses, all of that.
Yeah,
What
but
the
to be
hell?
a president?
Correct.
I mean-
Stephen A. I would think Stephen A. wouldn't be president.
He don't. He definitely said he don't want to be president. But what you got to understand that all these people, they regular people, man. They just become politicians, and then through the years, they go on, they ranks up until being the president. Why can't Stephen A. Smith
That's
go
what
for
Donald
president?
Trump put in the air, that anybody can be president. That ain't right. Anybody can't just be president.
No,
You
but
gotta
you gotta have the people behind you, but they all regular people. So what I'm trying to tell you is these guys ain't
everybody's regular unless they're
heroes. Yeah, so why somebody come from New York, made something, he getting 100 million, right? Stephen A. Smith ain't broke.
Yeah, but
Yo,
that
he
don't
getting
got nothing
bread.
to do with running the world. I don't care if he got 100 trillion. He don't know about going over there talking to the big guys over there and all that.
What I'm saying to you is when Donald Trump
worldly issues.
Donald Trump was in WrestleMania, B, is what I'm trying to tell you. Is that
Donald Trump
he made
can
it so
never
it's
be
possible
another Donald
for
Trump.
anybody.
Donald Trump's like Deion Sanders. There'll never be another one.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody's never gonna
He's
do
a
what he
one-shot
did
deal.
ever again. The presidency is not something to take lightly. Last few years, we just been saying anybody should run for president. We got to get back to presidents running for
It's a
presidents.
real presidents running for presidents. Now you ain't bullshitting. We'll end that one with
As
that.
soon as you get trending a little, all right, Crack should run for president. No, he shouldn't.
No, he shouldn't. Next, you know, they're gonna be like cracking Lizzo, president, vice president.
No.
Them motherfuckers can sell her out a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Then that motherfucker, anybody go for. I don't want to be president, politician.
That's what I'm
shit.
saying, man. Leave
None of that.
politics to the
Leave
politicians.
me alone.
Yeah, I'm from the Bahamas, but I also grew up in Florida. So like where I come from is all about having that swag, having your own flow, like doing what you want to do. You feel me? Like, that's how I grew up. And if you have that confidence, like, ain't nobody can tell you what to do. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm from Florida too. I've been in Miami for 22 years, but you know, Jada at the Versus, I thought he took shots at me. This is the real New York, not the guys that moved down to Florida.
I was gonna ask
Harlem, I'm
you about-
outside with it. Not those guys. I'm in the crowd like, yo, Jada, like, what's going on?
This guy's crazy.
No love.
Do I gotta run out this building? Like he's shooting down the guys, the migrators.
He's
We the
crazy.
snow bunnies. We moved down there for the winter, yo, Jada, man. What you was thinking? You was getting that cam, like, what you was thinking when you was taking shots? What you
I was
saying?
out of my mind that day. I wasn't on anything, but the zone I was in was Adderall war mode. It was a very different space I was in that day. You know, I'd never been there before.
You know, I always wanted to ask you about that Versus. Was it personal?
Nah, not really. It wasn't. Those is our brothers. It just, you know, it was a moment. You know,
Nah, I feel you.
it's
I
it's
feel
like
you.
a sports moment. It's a hip hop moment.
Facts.
Let me tell you something. When I sparred with Ja Rule, I was staying in the building in Jersey, Uncle Dan's building. And when I hit the first floor, the doorman was like, "Get him, Crack." I jumped in the car, the FedEx truck pulled up. "Take him to war, Crack, drag him." By the time I got to Madison Square Garden, I heard so much war, like I was possessed. Like
Yeah.
I walked up in there, I was like, yo, I gotta kill him. They hype, that must feel like Balanga feels like that going to a fight or something like that. Like, no, it's the closest thing to fighting. You know, going to like that's what you said. You was like fucking possessed.
Yeah, it's just a lot. It was a lot, man.
Man, who don't want to be a Yankee? By the way, I don't know if you ever been, have you ever been, because you know I performed last
Yeah,
year.
don't do it. You see,
messed
he
up the
goes
mic.
tooting his own
No,
horn.
well, I'm not tooting my
The
own.
first guy to ever do Yankee
Nah, yeah.
Stadium. And
You said it, not me, but I'm gonna say something, even though it was Jay-Z and Alicia, but let me say something
no,
to
but
you.
you walked on the field.
Yeah,
You and Ice
Tim's
Cube
on.
did. Y'all broke barriers for hip hop.
Tim's on, you know what I'm saying?
Hov and Alicia did their thing. Bad Bunny, or whatever. The walk on the field, rocking from the outfield to the
infield, yeah.
I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was crazy.
But let me tell you something. Walking too before I got on the field, I was in the inside.
Mm-hmm.
You realize inside the locker room how rich the Yankees got a baseball field inside the baseball field.
I'm telling you.
Yo, I'm not exaggerating. Am I correct?
You right.
Inside the locker room, it's a
big.
baseball field. Like they swinging, like I'm like, yo, they in the cold plunge. They in. Am I exaggerating?
Nah.
I never seen nothing like this. That's when you know, oh, there's wealth in the Yankee organization because they got their own baseball field inside the baseball field that we can't see. Correct?
Yeah, the clubhouse is like the size of a baseball field.
You gotta
like,
go.
that
You
whole
gotta bring
thing
me
back
this.
there is
Nuts.
crazy.
I can't. That
Crazy.
was last year's news, and I stunk up the place, man. They don't want me back up in that locker room.
Nah, you gotta pull
crazy?
up.
We're
Pull
going
up.
back, man.
Come on.
We're
Pull
coming
up.
back for revenge this
You
year.
got to. Because that's what we coming back for.
That's facts.
That's right.
You know what
I'm coming back. I'm coming anyway.
Yeah, you got to.
I'm a cereal glizzy eater. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
No, I'm telling you.
Whoa.
Pause.
Yo. Ho.
Pause.
Whoa. Go.
Pause.
Whoa. What?
Pause.
Yo, come on.
Pause.
Dog.
Pause.
Everything was going
Hold
smooth.
up. Hold up.
What
Listen.
is this? Yo, dog.
Hey,
A cereal?
you cut that out.
I
You cut
couldn't
that out.
even be a cereal eat. A cereal.
That was
Frosted Flake.
wild.
Listen to what I'm saying.
You woke me up.
What I'm saying is if I go to
What the hell?
Pause.
Yo.
What
He's
I'm
really
saying
trying
is
to
if
go
I go
number
to a
one.
sporting event.
You serious about this number one spot? I see
No. I mean, can I explain this?
Go ahead,
I'm
my brother.
listening. Trust me.
When
I might
go
not
to
be
any
looking.
sporting event, no matter what kind of steak, lobster, whatever they got, I gotta eat a hot dog. Okay, let me verify it that way. I have to eat a hot dog and eat some popcorn. You know, now you go to Yankee Stadium, they got sushi, they got lobster, they got all type of stuff when you go in the club. If I'm no good.
He can't save that, right? I mean, it's just no saving from that.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? I gotta own up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, brother.
I
don't feel you, but I feel
crazy guy.
you. I feel you.
He skip all of the Michelin star food. Just give you a glizzy. Huh?
That's it.
Crazy.
That's it.
Dog. That's crazy.
No, I'm telling you. Knicks, anywhere I go, I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Popcorn.
Yo, save him. Save him. Save him. Please, somebody.
Let's go to this injury update. Where you at with your rehab?
Nah, I think we 2 weeks in. I got like another week.
Okay, let's go. Take your time.
Yeah,
Because
week
you
and
know
a
what I mean? It's
half,
about
yeah.
the long. It's about the long run, baby.
Facts,
we want to get our revenge this year.
No facts.
It's
That's why
revenge.
I'm just chilling right now.
You know what I mean?
You think we ready for revenge?
For sure.
Because
What you mean?
let me tell you something. The Dodgers fans, they almost as bad as the Knicks. They was killing me for a long
When?
They still on
They
me.
at the parade, they was like, fuck Fat Joe and all this shit, man. One of them, what's his name? Kiki Rodriguez? Kiki
Kike?
Hernandez. You know, I caught bullets for y'all, man, for the Yankees. Yo, listen, I never seen nothing like this. They was at this fat guy turned skinny, he needs to lean back. This. I was like, yo, this is baseball.
You see, that's what I don't like. If we would have won, nobody wouldn't have said anything about Ice Cube.
No, but Ice
No.
Cube did an incredible job.
Yeah, but that's
do a good
that's
job.
inevitable. But even if he didn't, at the parade, if we won the World
we
Series,
wouldn't have said nothing
nobody
about
would
it.
have said
I know.
one
We
thing
would've
about
said-
it.
We wouldn't even have cared.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
We
even-
wouldn't have said that, but they went bad on me. A couple of them, right?
They went on the whole team.
They went
went
bad
off.
at me. I don't play baseball, bro. I was a hired guest.
represented it at the
I
highest
was a
stage.
hired guest, fan of the Yankees. They went crazy. I mean, I couldn't even look at Twitter. I had to shut the
Yo,
shit
I
down.
couldn't even look at it.
No, I couldn't even look at Twitter. They went so bad.
Nah, they
The
be going
Dodger
crazy.
fans? Oh my God. Imagine the
going
ticker
crazy.
tape parade. Homeboy was up there on stage, man. Get a clip of that when we air this.
Then we go to New York, and this guy, he used to be fat. He's not fat anymore. His name is Joe. He came out and sang. And guess what? We didn't even need to play because after that performance, we had already won.
I went down. But you know, this year,
We up.
we up, right?
We up. For sure.
I always think about the late, great DJ Clark Kent, super producer,
Rest in peace to my
Sneaker
brother.
King,
God's
just
favorite, man.
God's favorite. He, you know, this guy was the best in the world. He passed away. But I always think about when he said, because you know, he did it all. Like he
Yeah.
was cool with Biggie, Jay-Z, like he put them on. And
He
so
started with Kool Herc. He's seen this whole
He's-
shit from
man,
hip
he
hop.
wasn't that old, man. He wasn't.
He's one of Kool Herc's original DJs. Superman Clark Kent was down with Kool Herc. That's how far he go back.
I met
Crack.
DJ Khaled and DJ Nasty at a Clark Kent battle. He had a battle and we came up. That's how I met Khaled online around Flojo time. And so he said that Biggie and Jay-Z, both his mans, and Biggie would be like, yo, why you say Jay-Z? But he used to tell Biggie that Jay-Z's better than him, right? And Biggie would be like, how you think he nicer than me? He'd be like, yo, because you a rapper. He's an MC. He's like a poet. He could, you know, this is early Jay-Z before all the hits. He's a poet, whatever the case may be. And so, to me, the difference of an MC and a rapper is an MC is, and you have huge hits too, but you got your hand on the third rail. Talib Kweli, Jadakiss, Common. These are KRS, MCs. Rappers, what he's referring to is the guys on Billboard that crossed over and we think they commercial. What do you think about that argument right there that he was having between Big and Jay-Z, where Big was like, yo, I'm nicer than son, but he was like, nah, Jay nicer than you, he's an MC. Of course, this is before success. What do you think the difference between an MC and a rapper is?
I think an MC is just what it means. Know what I mean? You controlling the maestro. You can do everything. You have diversity. You have you can do different. You can do a beer commercial. You can do an R&B feature. You can do it all. A rapper's just playing with words. The ability to put words together. An MC can control the crowd. He can have the crowd in his hands. He can engage with the crowd.
Yeah, but Nelly,
Not
he
just
does
even
stadium.
the crowd with just. Yeah.
Hey, it's all about the money.
Now you're going into being an entertainer. You know what I mean? Is it entertainer? Is it rapper? Is it MC?
Or is it songwriter?
Now you got and you got people that wrote the song that you never even see.
Dear Mama.
Yeah, Pac was everything.
That's
actor,
a fucking
dancer, and rap. Pac had all the tools of everything. He was everything. He can do drama. He can make music.
Because I'm trying to find out who's the perfect one. Like, so you say Pac.
That's why
Dear
so
Mama is
many.
like a Picasso.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the best songwriter in the game. You got guys like Hove, who at I Love the Dough was talking about, we cop the hottest V's, then we play Monopoly with real cash, and then Big come on his shit, right? Was you ever there for any of them, like, big song? I was there for Hypnotize. I was there when he wrote Hypnotize. Was you there for I Love the Dough or anything like that?
I was there for I Love the Dough.
No!
We was actually in the MIDI room. You know what I mean?
They both was there?
Yeah, it was no fucking emails or none of that there. You had to be there.
So you seen them both going at it right there?
It wasn't battling or none of that. They was trying to make a hit song, which they did.
Did you see any paper?
We was mad.
Did you see any paper in rhymes?
Nah. I didn't.
It was all off the top.
No, listen.
Like,
I didn't see. Listen, you
gonna tell a real
interrogating me.
story or not?
Everything I tell is real. You don't got a hood for a reason. Listen, we was in the MIDI room. We was the Young Locks. And Hove kept coming in our room, like, giving us an update of what's going on. Like, yo, I gotta go first. I'm about to go first. This, that. And he's like, nah, you go in there and kill that shit. Oh, you know what I mean? And that's what it... He was probably going to the bathroom. Then he'd stop in the MIDI, kicking with us. You know what I mean? And we actually seen Angela Winbush. That's not a sample. That's her singing, I Love the Dough. We seen her laying the hook. We seen DMX laying, pray for my downfall. That ain't a sample either. We seen them record that live. We one of the fortunate artists to be featured on Life After Death. There's only a couple features on there. So we love Big forever, you know what I mean? We thankful to been around for the process of Life After Death and slightly before that. And it was a beautiful thing. But yeah, we was in the studio the day they made, I was in the stew for Love the Dough. I think I was in the stew. Either I was there for a lot of them, or when we would come for our session, we would hear what he just did. Long Kiss Goodnight, a lot of them shit. Of course, we was there for Last Days because we featured on it.
Yeah, but when I think about, when we talk about the perfect MC, the perfect rapper, perfect performer, entertainer, came up a lot today. I think DMX shows which one of them DMX songs.
Everything.
You was there at every song he recorded.
Not every. I was there for a lot.
Drop, Shut Him Down, Open Up Shop.
I don't think he wanted to do that. When Swiss first brought it to him, he didn't want to do it.
He didn't want to do that?
I don't think. At first, I don't think he was like happy to do it when it was done.
When I tell you,
it was a major hit.
And at this time, I was still halfway in the Bronx, so I'm at the car wash, and when I tell you, every single car, I don't care, it was a Spanish dude that would be playing salsa. They was playing that shit. Like, that song had me the dizziest. You know how you go Fordham Road? Where you go in Yonkers when you want to see if your record was popping? Like Benjamin's, you came outside. Where?
You go to Fordham, you go to
Fordham,
yeah, you go
right?
to Fordham.
I used to do that. If I drop a record,
you see the cars coming up and down the hill.
I stand and see who's playing my album, whatever.
Up and down the hill, yeah.
Man, I have never witnessed in the history of the Bronx. Stop. Shut him down. Yo, I was dizzy. It was everywhere. Like, that was the craziest to me of standing outside trying to hear your song.
That was that shit right there.
And he didn't even want to record that.
I think Swiss had a little problem making him get in the delay once he find him with the final mix and mastered version came out, and they knew what it was.
You know, when I went,
shot the video, was out there.
I'm trying to keep this conversation non-controversial. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know why.
Got it, Crazy Joe.
I want to sit down.
Let's go, Crazy Joe.
Nah, listen, I want to sit down with a podcaster that has 3 followers who think he know. And because they sit down, yo, this guy's cap, but I want to sit down next to one of them in their Nitro apartment when they shoot. I'm going to walk in the Nitro, right? And sit next to him. Because I don't think people truly understand. I'm a project baby for real. I'm from the projects. The soil of soil. You know, you can't do nothing to Fat Joe. If you go look him up, street, you can't not say, I'm be looking there and I'm really looking at guys calling me a capper or this or that. I want to sit next to one of these guys and say, break down the cap. Because when I say shit, you know, I said I did records with Big. Everybody, he's the capper of a lifetime. They put out the second album, the double album. Fat Joe was featured on that album. Now, did they take me off? They took me off. But they put out the real list. And somehow, some way, every time I say something, if I say I saved Common's life, he come up on here and say, I saved his life. And it come, I don't know what, I'm trying to verify. Where's the cap? And then some of you guys.
You don't need no validation,
No,
Joe.
listen. Some of these guys.
You want to do
Because if you're really from the projects, some of these guys are so horrible on these podcasts that they're not even garbage. You ever seen the dumpster in the projects where they got like that gilk, that gook, that shit? Your shit like
dumpster
that garbage.
juice.
The dumpster juice. Your shit like the gook that come out the bottom of the dumpster. Don't compare yourself to us. Our shit, you know, we need 800 episodes. I'm talking prematurely. But yo, I'm not used to number 2. We gotta go number 1. We went number 1 on Apple off 1 EP.
This shit is new, Joe. We new, man. We gotta be humble and thankful, man.
Nah, I'm humble, but I speak reality. And if you guys don't think I'm watching y'all, I do watch y'all. Do you watch? How about disgruntled MCs? They never got under your skin, like disgruntled former crew members and stuff like that. When they go off, you just ignore them all the way.
You got beef with Jada? Say my name. You shy? I said, if they don't say my name,
they say my name because they think
they
think Joe way up.
Listen,
they think Joe way up. They wouldn't say my name 10 years ago, 15 years ago when we was running around giving the beats to their favorite rappers. Now they say my name because they say, oh, this guy courtside, he's number 1.
I'm going to get a
money.
lawsuit. I'm going to get a color.
These are all lawsuits. They think they're going to trick me out of the streets. You understand what I'm saying? They wasn't saying my name when we was giving dudes the beats every day. So I'm just saying, I'm going to choose one of you guys who got a podcast in preferably a Nitro setting. Yeah. I'm going to come in by myself with about $2 million in jury just so I can show you how much cap I'm working with. And we're going to sit there and I want to see you break down the cap because, you know, that's how I feel. That's it. I'm going to do it. One of you going to be a lucky contender and you're going to have a couple of more followers than your 2 aunts and your cousin.
I'm coming with a torpedo bat. That's all I know. Fucking around.
And so it's hard being number 1, but everybody got to do it. So success shot at you.
Success shot at
you. You know, so we here. Let me tell you something.
Switched it. The train is coming. Then the success shot at you. Success shot. I like the success shot at you.
No, success shot at you.
You gotta listen. We gonna do what we do because we do what we do. We don't gotta. Don't get disturbed and don't get. You know what I mean, don't let that shit bother you, bro.
Yeah, they try to.
It's only bothering you because you on the radar. You know what I mean? Shout out to On the Radar, but we on the radar.